Good afternoon. Kids are done with school for the day, and I'm gonna get the treat started, and then I should probably also find something for dinner while the treat's setting up. But today is Tuesday, Halloween the 12th. Correction, it is Tuesday, Halloween the 13th, October 13th. We are getting so much closer to Halloween and we're not quite done decorating. It's okay, we'll get there. Today's treat is witch inspired. So that's why I'm wearing, these are my Disney ears that I got when we went for Halloween last year. They're called Spellbound, so I figured they were witchy. And I'm wearing my new witch shirt. It all matches with the purple and everything. Maybe we'll have to watch Hocus Pocus. I didn't get to watch the whole thing last time, so maybe Hocus Pocus or some other witchy type movie. We'll see. So today's witchy treat is going to actually be a witch hat. So that's why we have sugar cones for the points. The thing that I found on Pinterest that this is based off of, it was making a cupcake inside of the sugar cones. I didn't want to deal with that, and I didn't really want a cupcake. So I'm gonna change it to like a chocolate mousse, but I wanna do it easy. So I'm gonna do my version of a chocolate mousse. It's just taking a package of pudding and doing half heavy whipping cream, half milk. That gives it a little bit thicker consistency. So it's more like a mousse than a pudding. And then we have some chocolate Oreos that we're going to stick the hats onto to represent the rim of the hat. And I do need to make a small thing of buttercream so that I have something to stick the cone onto the cookie with. And we're gonna decorate the hat with a little orange ribbon around. So we're gonna need black and orange food colored buttercream. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and 1 cup of milk, and we add the packet of chocolate pudding to that, and we whip it up until it is well combined and starts to thicken up. And once it reaches the consistency you want, which you want it to be more mousse-like, so thicker and fluffier, once it reaches that texture, you can put it in the fridge. I decided I want to add an element to these, and I'm gonna melt some milk chocolate chips just in the microwave, and we're gonna have some chocolate harden in the bottom of the cones, so that way it's just an added chocolate element to it. So we take the melted chocolate and we put it in a baggie, cut a small hole, and just drip some chocolate into the cone and let it settle at the bottom. And then we are going to store these in the fridge to harden. We do half of what it calls for. So we have a 1/4 cup of butter, a pound of powdered sugar, a 1/4 cup of shortening, and we mix the butter and shortening together. And then we mix that in with the powdered sugar. We add a squirt of vanilla, and we add water up to 1.5 tablespoons if needed to make it a smoother consistency. And we take and divide the buttercream in half, adding orange color to part and black to another, which it turned out more gray, so I did end up adding some brown to it, which gave it a nice witchy kind of color. Next, we're going to take the mousse and put it into a plastic bag. We're going to cut a hole and fill our cones with the mousse. Then we take some of the buttercream and we put a ring around the edge of the cone, and we top with an Oreo on each one. And this just kind of closes it up, and it also represents the brim of the hat, even though the Oreo cookies were not that big, so it does look a little off. And then just to do some decoration on it, we do a ring of orange around where the brim is, and we just place them on the plate as we finish. I ran to Walmart to get stuff for dinner because I didn't plan it, but today kind of inadvertently turned out to be a witchy kind of day. So I wanted to do something for dinner that's witchy. So I got some cans of beef stew because witches are always cooking up in their cauldron, even though their stew is usually made out of amphibians and children, but this is beef and potatoes. I figured these cheese curds would be oozy warts and crispy green beans would be crispy witchy fingers. And then I did get some tortilla chips and some avocado salsa from Tostitos. I've seen the commercial for these and wanted to try it. And then for the green bean fries, I got some lime avocado dressing to dip.
Well, child. Here's your dinner. You need to fatten up so I can have you for dessert. I mean, have you help me eat the dessert? Welcome to your dinner. I'm going to fatten you up for dessert.
Dinner tonight is children's stew. Rosemary roll, which I don't really know. I guess rosemary's a witch thing. We got witchy fingers, oozy warts, witch, what'd you call it? Witch juice? No, witch cream. And we've got, I don't know, crunchy witch noses and witch snot, I guess.
Oh.
Chayton, I really have a problem with this. You cannot wear a Christmas hat and listen to Christmas songs before Halloween. We have our witch hats, which is an Oreo brownie. Should be. Oreo brownie icing.
Can I eat it now?
Mm-hmm.
Let's move the cookie.
The chocolate mousse. Oh,
I'm gonna start making the cone soggy.
it's soggy. I should have put chocolate around the whole
inside is
inside.
soggy. Outside's fine.
Mm-hmm. But if I had done the chocolate all throughout the inside, it wouldn't be soggy.
How do you do that?
Melt chocolate, dip it in, and run it around. I mean, it's still good. A soggy cone is better than no cone.
Okay. You know what this
You
means?
need milk. The dude needs his milk.
Chocolate is just too much without it.
I got to the chocolatey bottom. I stole that from the whole ice cream cone thing. Ooh. It's just like the ice cream cone ones. That's super simple to do. They must use a semi-sweet chocolate though, because this is really sweet compared to what the chocolate is in ice cream cones. I like my my thicker pudding. It's more mousse-like, but it's easy. Easy mousse. So instead of Hocus Pocus, we're gonna watch Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, because it's still witchy. I thought I'd come outside and hang with my own witch on today, witchy day. We had a witchy kind of dinner. We had a witch hat dessert that was pretty tasty. And we got to watch Hansel and Gretel, the Witch Hunters movie, which I actually really did enjoy. It did have some really corny moments, but I think that they did it on purpose. But I had a really good day today, the 13th of Halloween. If you enjoyed this episode, mark it with a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't, and ring that bell to be notified of new episodes. More to come, but until then, we'll see you at the next Meyer marker.